Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build some Lego sets with you. I'm going to throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site emote in the chat. If you are currently a subscriber to the Build with Baer Workshop, you can throw those emotes back at me. You might have two of them. Probably don't have three because that's just two people and they don't often watch live, which is fine. Or you could use an emote of your choice from some other stream if you want to do that. Let me know you're here. Say hi. Oh boy, I made a mistake. Hi, Aristophan. Happy to see you. Um, so Lord Crashton, hello. As y'all know, I'm old. Dude wants his rug. Now, I'm not old. I'm not ancient. I'm not, like an old man or anything. But I am older. We all get older. It happens. I'm not as young as I used to be. And in my younger days, the amount of food I consumed for dinner would not have been a blink of the eye. Would not have given me what I believed to be heartburn at this moment. And I didn't think it was going to happen. But it did, and I'm paying for it right now. So this little pre-show before we get going, our intro before we get to the build portion, is also me stalling for time because I ate dinner at like 6 o'clock, so hours ago, and I am feeling bad. Let's bring up the photo. Here we go. Here's the photo. This was my dinner. The lighting is not reflective of the quality of the food. I went to Domino's. If you were at the stream last night, you know we ran a poll. Domino's won. Pizza and beat chicken from KFC. So I got a medium thin crust 2-topping and cheesy bread. Mix and match special. You order it for carry out. So I got the takeout. Went and picked it up. For the amount of food you get, good price. I like the thin crust bacon and onion. That's my choice. That's bacon there. The bacon isn't too crispy or burnt. The onion kind of absorbs the bacon grease. It's a good combo, thin crust. When it comes to Domino's, thin crust is where it's at. I have ranch dressing at home, so I use that instead of spending money on marinara sauce. Just wasn't interested in that. The cheesy bread, I'm going to tell you right now, folks. I'm going to admit this right now. I didn't finish it. I saved, I would say, 2 to 3 chunks of that are right now in my fridge. Am I going to eat those later tonight? Maybe. Am I going to eat them tomorrow for lunch? Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to feel after the stream. I might get hungry tonight, but I also could not eat it. I was like, I'm done with this. I ate the whole pizza. But there was a time in my life where I would get 3 things in the mix and match. I would consume that whole pizza. I would consume all of that cheesy bread. And I would consume a whole thing of the chicken tenders. Chicken bites, whatever they call them. Or a sandwich. That's right. I've gotten a sandwich from Domino's before. They're not good. But I've gotten them. Anyway, holy shit, that really hurt a lot, and I'm feeling it. There's a weight in my stomach. That was too much food. Ultron, just subscribe to Tier 1. That's 15 months. Thank you so much, Ultron. Hey, back at you. First and foremost, thank you for the emote I got because you renewed. And also, thank you very much for renewing your subscription, Ultron. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much for your continued support You always got my back, and I appreciate it. We are going to get into building. We're doing the old pre-show thing, wait for some folks to arrive before we get into building. We're working on 2 Lego sets tonight. Last night we started on a special Wednesday build stream. We started the Resistance A-Wing Starfighter, which we've done 2 bags and a little bit. We've got some more to do. And then but we're going to pause that. We're going to put the brakes on that. We're going to say, wait a minute. Hey, wait. I've got a kit to build that's different than that. And that kit is, of course, a bee. We're going to make a bee. It's a Brickhead's bee. It's 140 pieces. It's a cute little kit. We're going to put that together. There's some green in it, so it's not doing too great on the green screen. But this is a cute little kit that we're going to put together. I'm excited to put this together because I think it'll turn out pretty fun. I also like doing some holiday things. We have done the witch, and we've done the Dracula at Halloween. Maybe we'll do a turkey around Thanksgiving one time. That'd be nice. There's a turkey. And there's a bunny for Easter, but maybe. I don't know. But I like doing that. Like, obviously Halloween we do the pumpkin carving as well, which I really enjoy doing. I think that's just fun. So that's what we're going to start with tonight. I'm going to retweet myself that we're going, obviously doing 2 build streams in a row. There are people that watched last night that might not want to tune in tonight, and that's okay. I understand that. Mainly, I'm just like, y'all, I'm just full. It was good. It was definitely good what I ate. I enjoyed it. I'm happy. I like Domino's. I probably didn't need to mix and match. I mean, it was cheaper to mix and match. You do save money by doing that. So, in the long run, that's good. I do like the cheesy bread. Don't get me wrong. I do like cheesy bread. But overall, I kind of wish I hadn't. That's just the truth. All right, so we're going to put it here. We're going to put that there. Oh, yeah, okay. So, we've already knolled our Starfighter, which I pushed back over there. And so I just kind of put all the pieces I need on the sides, which I'm not normally one to do. But since it's a brickhead and we're just building up, it'll be okay. But yeah, if I seem a little tired, it is only because, oh boy, time to bee. Indeed, Ultron, we are making a bee. We're making a brickhead's bee. Yeah, I'm like just full of pizza and cheesy bread. Orange is not a Lego color we often use here on the stream. Of course, we built a lot of Lego Star Wars, and that's just not a color in the color palette, really. So we don't see a lot of that. We do see a lot of black and gray, so no surprise there. But yeah, this should be a pretty straightforward kit to put together. I was going to try to watch something new for the season that I haven't watched yet to have something to talk about in the anime section. I watched Dendrogram, and that's about it. That's the worst feeling when you got to do things publicly. Yeah, Lord Grashington. So, we've talked about this, I think, a bit on the stream before, but I am a very healthy person. I don't get ill. I don't deal with sickness pretty much ever. But queasy stomach is a thing that I have definitely, obviously, had in the past, and also had to do live performances with. Now, the nice thing about sketch or plays or improv is you kind of forget the reality of what's going on. Streaming isn't really that way. I'm still kind of focused on who I am and what's going on with me, and I don't because I'm just exaggerating who I am a little bit, but I'm not living a fake truth or anything. So it does make it a little harder to pretend I'm not feeling bloated and that I ate just too much. But it's okay. It's gonna be all right. Yeah, like I said, I was planning on watching something else for the stream, and just nothing really appealed to me. I've tried all the shows. Darwin's Game is the only one I haven't tried, and I just know I don't want to watch it. I just know that a death game is not like I don't like the genre. I think Battle Royale is a good movie and it's shot really well, but I don't know if I would have watched Battle Royale had it not been for a friend of mine who was like, "Hey, you should watch Battle Royale. You're really gonna like it." Like, it's just those kind of that style of anime of like, oh, it's a death. You gotta kill to survive, and you didn't want this, but now you got it. Figure out is there a larger mystery? Is there a conspiracy? You figure it out. Like, meh, it's just not my thing. So I'm not like, I'm not enthused to go and check it out. That's just where we're at. Also, yeah, just, it's not my show. So I did not watch that. So yeah, I only watched the one show that comes out on Thursdays that I'm watching right now. Which, as I've said, I would probably drop. I thought this episode tonight was interesting, and then it led to some plot stuff that I'm like less enthused about. We'll talk about that in the second hour, of course. But overall, I was like, okay. I will say this: I really like this pink color. This pink color looks really nice. We're working on our B, and that pink is pretty great. So that is cool. I think these green, we've got a couple different greens here. We've got a darker green and a bright green, and then we go lime green. It's good. Get some good colors in this kit. Excited about that. But this pink is pretty great. Overall, it's also just like, it's very fun to like work on a Lego set while we have another one waiting for me to work on it, because I keep wanting to reach for the knolled pieces that I did, and I'm like, oh wait, no, that's not right. Can't do that. All right, more gray, and then we're gonna put this like this. I've been watching a lot of Try Guys. They are not people that I knew about too much, because they blew up by being the people that were like the faces of BuzzFeed video, particularly BuzzFeed video. They had a bunch of videos that were popular. They're very popular with apparently teen girls. Teen girls are super into the Try Guys. And I'm not a teen girl. Of course, I knew of them. I was like aware of them, but I wasn't like paying attention to what they're into or who they are. I just wasn't paying attention to that. So, and then I'd watched like one of the guys from Eugene had a big video of about him coming out, and it was this big expressive thing, and it's very important, especially as he always called himself queer, but wasn't putting that side of himself together. And especially since they do have a young audience, it's pretty great to have people watch that, and like I think that's rad. But yeah, I think I knew of one of the dudes, Keith, because people were saying that that my friend Grant was hired at which now he's not working there, but there was a lot of, like, I guess half joking that Grant was hired at College Humor because he looks a lot like this guy Keith from the Try Guys, and he does. They do look very similar. Mostly Grant was hired because he's a very funny writer and performer. And has a lot of experience doing it, I'm sure. But yeah. So also I know Keith because he does a lot of like eat everything at this place videos. So he was kind of known in circles that I pay attention to for that. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of their videos because I watched enough that the YouTube algorithm was just like, you want to watch this. You want to only watch these guys. Here you go. You want to watch these things. You want to watch these guys and also death count videos? Kill count videos, I should say. I don't know why YouTube thinks that I want to watch kill count videos. I don't. I think it's because I do a ranking thing. They think I want to watch ranking videos. So they think that I want to watch like dead meat, where the guy like tells you about the kills in a movie and tells you stories about the movies. And like, I kind of want to know stories about the movies, but like, I don't want to watch kill. I don't know. I will say this. Obviously, YouTube sucks. It is bad. It's bad. I'm not here to say that it's not bad. I'm here to agree with you that YouTube is bad. I will say this. I have curated what YouTube recommends for me enough that I almost never get videos that are like everything wrong with or conspiracy behind the blah 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 or the feminists are like those kind of videos. I don't get recommended those videos. If I watch a Film Joy, this is what happens. If I watch 2 Film Joy videos in a row, then YouTube thinks that I want to watch videos that are film critique videos. And most film critique videos that are popular on YouTube that they want you to watch, that YouTube recommends, are everything wrong with and garbage videos that I don't want to watch. So I literally, if I'm like behind on Mikey Newman videos, I have to like pace myself when I watch them because otherwise I will I'll just get terrible things recommended at me, and I have no interest in that. So you got to be careful. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know in the chat how you're feeling, how things are going for you, what you did today. You know, let me know what's up. We are doing 2 build streams in a row, and that means that I'll talk a little bit more about the pizza stuff, I guess. But like, I didn't really do a lot today. I knew ahead of the time I was not going to do a lot today, which is why I asked you to help me decide what I was going to eat so that I could talk about it, because that way I could at least talk about something. But I don't have a lot going on the old internet today. Just a lot of applying for work and getting set up for the stream and getting some food. That's about it. But yeah. Bearkey. There are emotes in the chat. Is chat out here? Ultron says, I'm good. I started Miguel's Mobile Gin, the beginning of Orange Odyssey, in which I make all the orange mobile suits I can. Okay, orange. All right, heck yeah. I don't believe that they put out the Orange Seeker. Obviously that's not a mobile suit, but if you wanted to do a Transformer, like Starscream, I believe the Orange Friend has not been released yet, as it is one of the least popular. Sunstreak, can't even remember his name. He's got good colors though. He's got good coloring. All right, so we're gonna put this on here. Now we're building out our bee. We got some eyes on our bee. You gotta get a sense of who this bee is. Not BS. Bee is. So we'll put that there. But yeah. Oh. Yeah. Maybe I should have gone to KFC. It would have been like I would have eaten there. It would have been more of a thing. But like, I don't know. Now I have been somewhat second guessing myself when it comes to the decision I made about dinner tonight. It'll pass, but it is. Oof. All right, so we're putting this on the back of our bee. Oh yeah, so if you saw, you might Sunbot is from the comic, I think. Yes. Yeah, I don't. There's an orange. I mean, because there's like I don't know. Thundercracker is my is great, and then there's the one that can cloak. That's purple. That's pretty good. And then there's one that's like orange, orange creamsicle colored. Um, so today I was prepping for the stream, doing some stuff. I was about to record next week's Baering the List because um, since I'm doing a watch along on Saturday, I'm not going to have my build stream set up. Not my build stream. I'm not going to have the green screen set up for the watch along. So I was like, oh, I need to record next week's Baering the List. I'll do it today. And I'm getting all set up, and then I just feel this like something on my leg, like hair touching my leg, and I'm like, what is that? And I look down, and it's a doggo. Now, make sure I make this clear. There is a dog that lives in my apartment. It is my roommate's dog. And my roommate's dog traditionally uh, only is in my roommate's bedroom, comes out into the kitchen when my roommate leaves his room to like walk with my roommate to and see what's going on. Occasionally, Roxy does come out to see me when I am cooking, looking for scraps that I may drop because she is a dog. But in all of the years in several years, my roommate is, it's been my roommate. Roxy has not entered my room, and it was a big surprise. I was like, "What is happening right now? What's going on?" I like took a photo and sent it to my roommate. How did I do this wrong? I did this wrong. It's like this. Got it. Sent my roommate a photo, being like, "Hey, this is happening." An adventurous canine. Yeah, but it was just like an old dog who like doesn't never come in. My thinking is, is that that she was just like really up for. She just really needed some attention. She was just looking for some love, and and uh, and so she was like, well, I guess I'm gonna go see Pat and see what's up because I really need this. And I'm glad. And gave her plenty of pets, some good scratches. Spent a little quality time with her, and then my roommate came home, so that was good. But yeah, he just wanted a little bit of attention, a little bit. She just wanted a little bit of time, and I was happy that I was able to give her that time. It was nice. But yeah, it was a big surprise because it did freak me out for a second. I was like, oh no, what's happening right now? What is touching me? And I was like, oh, okay. Just just a dog that I live with that never wants to see me. All right, so I love these antenna, these little ball things here. Uh, they're not super stable. They snap in all right, but I do like how they look. I think this is like very cute. Oh, very cutesy. Just a good little friend. Good little bee. Just a good little bee. And that is. We said, we got to build the heart, and we got to build the honey, the hive, I guess, which seems weird. I mean, it just seems weird. All right, so let's build this part here. And then do two of these, one of these. Handle. Nope, that's the one I need. Yes, okay. All right, and we can. This is our heart with its handle, and then we attach the clear handle there, and then there's a heart. That's fun. This was not going to be a complicated build, y'all. I was not like, sorry, I was not going to stress about this one. This one was not going to keep me up at night going like, oh, I don't know if I can handle the build. But yeah, this honey offering seems a little odd comparatively. Uh, so I had a run in with a dog, and that was very fun. And then I ate too much Domino's. Bring that. Let's see if I can. Uh, yeah. There you can see all that Domino's. If you missed it earlier, a medium pizza. Whew, it was a lot. And the cheesy bread, which I did not finish. As I said, I do not know if I'm going to eat that the rest of it tonight. I put it in the fridge because I can just reheat it up and it'll be good. Won't be as crispy reheated, but it'll be okay. Um, Speaking of that's some good ass pizza. Yeah, I mean, like Ultron, it did its job, right? It did what it needed to do, which was fill me up too much, save some bread. I ate the whole pizza. Happy I had it. You know, it's Domino's. It's the $5.99 like combo thing. Okay, so we built our B. Now it's time to build our basically like playset area. Um, Gonna put that together. Let's see. What am I gonna say? Oh yeah. What did I just drop? Did I drop a piece? Yes, I did. I dropped 2 pieces. Gonna need those. That's the problem with my current knolling here is because I already have the knoll stuff done. I had to like spread some stuff out, and it makes things a little disorganized here. I'm a little disorganized. Let me say. Okay, so I think I might have talked about this last night. I think I did. I think I talked about a little bit of it. We'll talk about it tonight. I'm in the Easy Baking Challenge, which is a competitive baking show panel at PAX. I am a contestant in it. I will have some sort of pre-made thing. I will have no instructions of how to prepare it, how long to bake it, or like how much water it needs, because it's probably just a package. Most likely it'll be a package and some water, and then a tray, and then it goes in. I believe that I am more qualified than other people who will be competing against because I Googled what an Easy Bake Oven looks like, and the modern Easy Bake Ovens are not the Easy Bake Ovens of my childhood. Now, I am not old enough to have the Easy Bake Oven that looks like a stove oven. Not that. My Easy Bake Oven generation was the toaster oven variant. That had like a bulb, a special bulb you had to buy, and it was a whole thing. You still had to buy the bulb, but that generation. I am not of the generation, the modern version, which is some sort of factory like it's not a conveyor belt, but it's more like that. Like there's a thing you slide in, then you push it in with the spatula it comes with, and then it cooks. And then when it's done, you use the other side of the spatula to push it through into the cooling area, and then you use the spatula to pull it out. It comes with its own little baking tray. Basically, it's designed so that you only can put in things that it wants you to put in there, and not your hands. Hi, Jam. Welcome. And I get it. It makes sense. It's safer. They clearly, had lawsuits, and this is the smart way to do this particular thing. I don't disagree with their choices. This is cute. Because this is a seasonal, it comes with a little calendar thing to let you know it's a seasonal briquettes. That's fun. I like that. So I get it, but I think that my competitors for the Easy Baking Challenge, well, one, most of them are game design. All of them are game designers. I'm the only non-game designer competing, which is fine. And I think I'm looking forward to it. I gotta find the list of people that I'm competing against. Because there's one person I'm competing against that to me feels I would say unfair. Uh, where is it? Yes. Who's well, we got a narrative designer for co-op mode. Um, we've got the senior manager of game content from Sony. We've got oh yeah, and the fourth competitor, uh, David Galladino, Galindo. Sorry, David Galindo. Uh, Works on Cook Serve Delicious, which is a video game about cooking, and that is unfair to me. As an unfair advantage. So if you're going to be out there saying, Pat, you watch videos of YouTubers awkwardly trying to use that Easy Bake Oven, you are you are listening to the recommended amount of water that you need for these kits, these instruction packets to make these things. You are cheating. You are a cheater. To that I say, I've never made a video game about food, and I need every advantage that I can get. So I'm going to take any advantage possible. And if that advantage is indeed the fact that I am like 100% totally trying to find out information about the best way to do Easy Bake Oven, then sure. I mean, the number one thing that I hear from previous challenges, because I watched the last one and I've paid attention to the other ones, is the number one thing that I keep hearing is that the food that is made should not be consumed by people because it is not done baking. That is the number one thing I've heard. So my number one goal is, maybe it won't be the most creative looking. Maybe it won't be, the nicest looking. But I want to make something that when people eat it, they don't go, "Oh no." Another part of the Easy Baking Challenge that I didn't mention is that you have to stop every once in a while. So not only do you not know the instructions, you have no instructions, you have no way to measure things, and no information about the measurements you need. You also have to stop often. I would say too often, and play couch competitive games. And then you get rewards for doing that. But that does mean that, all right, so as soon as they say start, you got to get your prep together because you got to try your best to get the thing that you're cooking into the oven before the first challenge. And then move on to, whatever other step you might have. Be it, frosting or sprinkles or something. So that's my big concern with that, is that I got to move fast and get things done. We built a rose. We got to put together one more rose. Salt or sugar. It'll be fun either way. Well, I mean, that's the thing, Ultron. It's like, are they going to give me cooking spray for that tray or not? If they're not, then I'm going to have to, if I'm making cookies or brownies or whatever, I'm going to have to really pad them down on my own. Am I gonna, they're gonna give you water. There is one secret to this that I am not gonna reveal right now, but I know a secret about the food that comes with the Easy Bake Oven. I know a secret about it from my research that I will not reveal, but it will give me a strategic advantage over my competitors, which is why I choose not to reveal it now. But just so you know, I know a thing. But yeah, my big thing is that I just want to make something. Well, I have two big things. One, I want it to be edible, even if it is not the best or the most outrageous looking. I want it to be edible. And two, I I don't want to break any swear records because it is a kid-friendly show. They will have kids in the audience, and so there is the hope is that people don't swear, and I'm not great at that. So, gonna have to try real hard not to be the worst swearer. I just hope they don't dock me ingredients or points or something. But yeah, uh, I did do a little research because I need some sort of advantage. All right. Oh, no, this is good. I didn't put a thing down here. I gotta do this here. I was like, why does this look wrong? Hey, it looked wrong because it was wrong. Um, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about Hidden Gems. That's gonna be a fun panel. Um, it will encourage me on Thursday to go see games because it's a Friday morning panel. And it is a panel where you talk about, the games that you've played and enjoy, things that people might not know about at PAX. It's going to be a chance to kind of talk about some things that people may have overlooked. So I have to actually do that work and go and play some things on a Thursday, which is great because it'll encourage me to get off a butt and try something. All right, so that is basically the brickheads here, the bee thing. Now we do have these flowers, and we can replace these flowers with something else. We've got some other things we can build here, so let's build that. We can build a sunflower. We're going to build a sunflower right now. We'll basically build whatever they offer us to build. Get the most out of this kit. Got that there. And let's put this on here. Oh, things are moving around. Yeah, I'm excited about PAX. I have to sew some stuff I have to get ready for tomorrow. Keep your eyes peeled on my Twitter for the improvised post-mortem promotion where I ask for fake video game titles. And they might be used in the lightning round. And I'll look for people to retweet with a fake video game title that might be used in the show. So, if you got any fake video game titles, keep thinking of them. I'll be posting a thing tomorrow. I was waiting to see if I could get confirmation about a special guest, a special guest. Still don't know if that person is going to be able to attend or not. So we are basically. I'm going to go ahead and start promoting, and I will just add that person to promotions if they can suddenly appear. Kind of looking like that, you know what I mean? Best I can do. And I was still waiting to confirm a guest for Pat Baer's Anime Club, yelling about the shows we love. I started doing some major prep for that on my end, trying to get all my video clips together, and I am announcing right now, folks. I'm putting together myself a character montage. I've never done this before. I'm excited to do it. I've done plenty of video work over the years. Video editing is not my expertise. I'm certainly green at it. But one thing I've never done in the course of my many years as a person that makes things, video things, is I have never ever put together a montage of character clips. But one of the shows that I want to talk about, one of the best selling points of the show, is a character that I think is just so fun that I want to showcase that character via a montage. So I'm going to put together clips. I found a bunch of clips. I've got a few more to pull, and I'm starting to make the edits for it. I don't want to go too overboard because I don't know if, I don't know. The thing with Pat Baer's Anime Club is I'm doing a panel where I have to give people homework, and I don't like doing that. I don't love giving people homework. Despite evidence to the contrary, I don't like giving people homework when it comes to my panels. So I don't want people to have to I want people to be send me a clip or tell me a portion of an episode. Give me a time code an episode, and I'll pull the clip. But I don't want it to be like, hey, whatever. But I'm also like, if people can tell me the shows they want to talk about, I'll go and pull the photos for it. And speaking of photos, well, we did it, y'all. Here it is. We got 2 sunflowers. We're going to get the sunflowers going there. We got our Happy Valentine's Day. It is technically Galentine's Day and not Valentine's Day yet, but I can still show this cool thing off. I'm going to take a photo of it with the flowers. And I think this is real cute. I'll put them in front. Take a photo which of course will go up after the stream on my Twitter, and will go on the Discord, of course. All right, let me take a photo here. Yeah. Okay, photos taken. So that is it. We are done with our bee, and we can go back to our Lego build here that we did before. I'm going to take the bee off this. Go take these off. Get the box together. That was a fun little kit. Just going to put this in there, put that in there, and then put our bee in our box. Put our bee in our bee box. The bee box is boxed. Box of bees. Bye-bye box of bees. Box of bees. All right. That's done. Let's get back into what we started yesterday. We're back in it. Oh, Lord Crashing just redeemed 600 points and asked me to play the soundboard. Here's the soundboard. Victory soundboard, indeed. Yeehaw! And of course, it's the soundboard. It's a silly, goofy gift that I enjoy very much. Okay, so now we can pull this here. We've got, we're building. We're still working on here. We've got some more stickers left. We've got our minifigs here. I'm going to pull some of our pieces down to make them a little easier for me to reach when the time comes for me to reach them. And there we go. All right. Everything's ready to go. We're ready to build. Get back into it. I'm going to tweet out. People talking about the Sonic movie. And, hey, you know what? I'm seeing that movie tomorrow. And I am excited about it. I'm going to tweet out. See, just finished the bee. And going back to the A-Wing. I am excited for that movie. I can't believe that I'm seeing a movie. I saw a movie last week, and I'm seeing a movie tomorrow. And that is, for me, is a lot. That's 2 movies in 1 month. That is a lot of movies. That's Saturday into a Friday. That's, for me, a lot of movies. Maybe for some people, that's not. That's like, oh, yeah, going to the movies on the weekend. That's what I do. I don't do that stuff. I watch a movie whenever, but, like, not that often. I was not planning on seeing Birds of Prey. That was an invitation that came in. Sonic, I have had plans to see the Sonic movie. I am looking forward to the Sonic movie tomorrow. That's going to be a whole thing tomorrow when I see the Sonic movie. I'm interested in the Sonic movie tomorrow. See that Sonic movie. And of course, I had tweeted out that I want everyone to see it so that it can do very well, and then make a sequel, and then Bobby Moynihan voices Big the Cat. Now, do I want to voice Big the Cat? Yes. But I'm not going to get to voice Big the Cat. So if I can't voice Big the Cat, then my friend Bobby should, because he's the best. He has experience doing the voice of large animals and small animals. He's already on a cartoon with Ben Schwartz. He knows Ben from comedy. This is a perfect fit playing Big the Cat. If it can't be me, then it should be successful me, which is Bobby. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a silly good time. People seem to be pretty okay with it. I mean, there was somebody who was like, why is it explicitly a kid's movie? And I was like, why do they make it explicitly a kid's movie? And I'm like, well, so that people would see it? Because if you make it a kid's movie, then kids will see it, and then adults will see it. And if you make it a movie that's meant for like teens or like adults, then kids can't see it. Because it's Sonic the fucking Hedgehog and ostensibly it is for kids. That's what I was just like, what? I saw that online. I was like, what? Don't you, like, just because you're not a kid anymore doesn't mean the thing that you liked when you were a kid needs to grow up with you. What happened? No. They did a gritty Sonic. It did poorly. Sonic the fucking Hedgehog is not for kids. Lord Stockton, first of all, you're right. You are right. So, I swore there, and that's my fault. I'm countering my own point. Give us Shadow. No. First of all, no. No Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog should stay in the 90s. Shadow is a mistake. Nobody needs emo Sonic. I'm saying, second movie, Tails, Big the Cat. Maybe Froggy. Maybe Amy. Bloody suck. No, Lord Stockton, no. No. Look, I don't know. I don't pretend to know everything, but I do know that, like, man, just because, that was my point. Just because it was out when you were a kid, and you're not a kid anymore, like, Lord Crashington, I would not be surprised if either a deleted scene, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a deleted scene, that in the background somewhere is an artist's interpretation of what someone saw, and they're like, well, I saw this blue thing running, and this is what they described, and it's like a police sketch, and it's Sonic. Like, I could see that. I could see Sonic as like a bad police sketch showing up. I think that is like a fun nod to that meme. I wouldn't be that. I have Regal Unlimited, no job. I'm seeing tomorrow in an empty movie. Well, Lord Stockton, I hope it's not that empty. I hope there's some people there to see the movie with you. I hope it does well. Because I want it to do well, as I said. I'm excited for it, and hopefully it's good. All right, and put that there, and put that there. Again, I'm doing two of these at the same time here, because we're making wings. So I got to put these together as we're going here. At the same time, they can be identical, which makes things easier. But yeah, I mean, I want, like, hello, Mr. Bob, welcome. Mr. Bob, you missed the bee build. We built the bee. I'll show you right there. We built the bee, and it lives on a stand, and it's a bee. And there it is. There's the bee. There's our bee. That was the first, 40 minutes of the stream or so. I think didn't take that long to put these together. These don't take long to put together. But we're back to this. My power went out. I thought it was 9 p.m. 45 minutes later. Well, Mr. Bob, I'm glad your power's back. Sorry about that. Sorry, Mr. Stream. It'll be, of course, archived. It'll be here as a VOD and, of course, up on my YouTube tomorrow. So I hope you. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear your power out, and I'm glad your power is back on. I think that, yeah, I think my microwave, when power goes out, I have to reset that, and I have to reset my microwave when like daylight saving stuff, that kind of thing. But for the most part, all my clocks just take care of themselves. Yawning there, sorry. I gotta drink a little more water. I'm just so full of salt from that pizza. All of that pizza. Mr. Bob says, people like to do spinning kicks through power lines in their cars in my area. Those are two very different visuals, Mr. Bob, you're giving us. One is people doing spinning kicks into poles, and the other is cars crashing through. I think those are both great visuals. And also, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. Yeah, I am so full of salt right now, y'all, from all of that pizza and cheesy bread. Oh boy. Doing okay, though. We're making it. We're making it happen. We're getting it done. We're doing it up. We're feeling good about it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the movie tomorrow, and I, of course, will give my no spoiler impressions later. I talked about this a bit before, so Saturday is gonna be an odd stream. It won't be like it was last year for last year's Anime Awards, because last year's Anime Awards was on Twitch exclusively, and they allowed for co-streaming. This year, they will not be doing co-streaming because they will be on YouTube and Facebook and streaming. Like, you can go to their website, but it'll just be the Twitch feed, I'm sure, or one of the other feeds. So they're not doing co-streaming, which I thought they were going to do when I said, oh, I'm going to watch the Anime Awards. So they're not doing that. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll still watch it. And so it's going to be a watch along. Did you see the Polygon interview for Sonic movie? I have much higher hopes that I should be for Sonic movie. I mean, Ben is just a good, weird interviewer, and two things go into that interview. One, Patrick understands that Ben enjoys being a weird interview, and two, it's very evident that Ben, not knowing Patrick, not knowing the vibe, not knowing the producers, not knowing anyone there, most likely, immediately picks up that, oh, Pat Gill, this dude, yep, I'm vibing. Oh, okay. I think this is like, we can get weird with it. We can be silly with this. I think this is like going to be fun, and I can be the weirdo I want to be, because most of the time Ben's doing interviews, he's a little weird with it, but like he has to say I'm kidding, right? That is the worst thing for a weird improviser, and Ben is an odd improviser, is when you are riffing with someone and they say really, and you have to go, no, it's a joke. Instead of yes-anding, you just question what they said. And they have to stop the momentum and then move on. So it's fun to watch that interview and watch Pat just like have fun with it and have a good time doing it. And then Ben kind of realized that, like, okay, there's some stuff going on here. I can't have fun with what's happening right now. It's just a nice thing to see. Okay. So, alright, this is going to go on like this. Yeah, it's just like a fun vibe. And, I hope Ben gets into Unraveled. Yeah, I don't know. But it was nice to see. Um, it was a fun little thing. But yeah, so going back to the Anime Awards, yeah, so it's going to be a watch along, which are not as fun as co-streams. Co-streams, you just go to my feed, you see what it is, I'm talking over it, and you have a good time like watching along with me, and I can point things out, and we can kind of react together. Instead, what I'm asking for people to do is, I'm going to be asking for people to have another tab open, have like a window display, and have the Anime Awards on, and then I'll be reacting. I'll be watching with the Anime Awards in my headphones, and I'll be reacting that way. And that's not the same, and it's not as fun. And of course, people who are on like mobile are kind of out of luck. So it would really be, I'm asking people to watch a feed of me watch a thing, not watching a thing with me. It's not a party. I could risk it. I could risk broadcasting it on Twitch as a co-stream. But I don't want to risk that. I don't want to risk any issues happening to this channel and this stream. I'm an affiliate, and I don't want to run afoul of anyone. So I am going to play by the rules, which are less fun. Definitely less fun rules. And kind of feels like a less of a fun time, but it'll still be good. It just won't be. It's not the same thing as what happened last year. I think last year was more fun. But I think it'll still be cool. I'll have the feed going. I'll have Twitch open. I'll be able to, the chat, and we'll be able to chat with you all. And then I'm still thinking about. I want to do like a bunch of presets of like, hey, here's me. Here's like the categories, and I'll just like go through the categories and list who they are. I'll do a bit of a pre-show before things kick off. And, like I said, it won't be the same as if we were doing a co-stream, or a legal streams. Yeah, Lord Crash, I'm not here for that. Also, as someone who is, like, gonna work for Crunchyroll this year, for their marketing department, at a booth, it looks bad for me to, like, do something illicit with their broadcasts. I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem, but it's a problem for me because I'm a professional. So I gotta play by the rules. I wish they were co-streaming. That's okay that they're not. But it'll be fun. It'll be an okay time. And if people don't show up, or people aren't really interested, or if it's not fun and people want to bounce, I get that. It'll be okay. And it means that I don't have to wait around for it. I am thinking that I might break my every other week video tradition for Pat Baer's Anime Club, because that way I can do like a recap on the 17th, and then the 2nd I can put up the live video, because I'll be doing Pat Baer's Anime Club live at PAX and filming it, and then that way I don't have to sit on it for a few days. I can just put it up a couple days later for the 2nd. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do that, and I'll just do. Also, this was a thing that I didn't think about when I did this week's video, which I'm going to talk about in a minute or two when we take our pause for the cause. I'll talk about the video. I didn't think about how next week my video on Valentine's Day isn't relevant at all. Like, the video I put up where I'm like, here's great episodes of anime shows that have Valentine's Day themed. From last week, Valentine's Day, a week ago. Oh, that doesn't really sit right. So instead, I think I'm just gonna do a video for next week. And I'll just on Sunday do a recap of the Anime Awards and give my impressions of that. which I think will be like nice to film that. I'll just film it on Sunday. All right. So speaking of talking about things, we're going to take a pause for the cause, and I'm going to talk about ways you can support the stream if you like, and then we still have a few pieces left to put together here. We got some weapons to put together. We've got to put a lot of decals on these, on this, and then do some final assembly. So we are going to take a little bit of a pause for the cause here. I'm going to drink some water because I ate all that pizza, and it is this is a lot of pizza. You can see right here. This is a lot. It's a whole medium, 2-topping, thin crust. And I didn't eat all that cheesy bread, but I ate a lot of it. Oh, yeah, I'm just full of salt right now. I can feel it. There's just so much salt in me. So yeah, first I'm building Star Wars mini ships, and I have to say the Kylo Ren minifig is the most miserable minifig I have ever seen. Okay, good to know, Mr. Bob. I'll keep an eye out if I end up with a with one of them. Hey, if you're a subscriber, throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the moat in the chat. Let the people know. You can become a subscriber, and it really benefits the channel. We are going to do a pause for the cause. We'll come back to it because we got to do some decal work. But I did want to just take a brief time to talk about some things, and then we'll get back into the stream. So, yes, please, 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 throw you could gift. There is a gift leaderboard. Silver Streak is top of the leaderboard with one gift, which is rad. Thank you very much to you out there. You can gift subs and get some emotes. You can renew your subscription. If you renew your subscription, please hit that notification button so we know, so we can all hit the clap soundboard. And thank you very much for that. Using your Twitch coin by linking your Amazon account with your Twitch account gives you other benefits besides. It means a lot to me if that's something you are interested in doing. Thank you for everybody who is a subscriber. It does mean the world to me. But yeah, you could gift a sub. Bits and coins always appreciated. That is another way. I have various ways. We're just going to talk through them real quick in this little break, and then we'll get back to building in just a moment. Another way to support the stream is through Patreon. I have a Patreon. You can join that in the $1, $3, $5, or $10 level. It's another way to support the channel, and it means a lot to me. You can also donate through various means. I'm listing here. It's all in the show description on YouTube as well, if you want to check that out. And anything I make through my donation pages, or through Patreon, or through Twitch, goes into buying kits and equipment. So it does go back into the stream. This was bought off I bought this with money that came from the stream. And I was happy to build it because it looked like a cool kit, and I was excited to work on a fun Lego set. The next kit I'm going to build, I have a little kit, because this is not going to take the rest of the hour, I don't think. So I've got a little transitional kit that I'll be working on. And then I've got the next major kit I'm working on came in and is a high grade that came off my wish list. And so I'll mention my Amazon wish list. If you're interested in buying something from that, you could buy something off the Amazon wish list, and I'll build it on stream. It'll jump the queue. I have other things in my queue, but if you want to have something immediately get built, I know there's something coming in the mail, but I have an Amazon wish list, and you could buy something from there, and I will build it there. I've got Pokemon stuff and high grades that are fairly expensive, and more expensive other things, and a bunch of cool kits that I would love to build on stream. I buy stuff off my list all the time, but you could buy something off there. But yeah, I have the Kamaris Vidar 144 scale that came in the mail, and I'm going to be building that next. And it looks rad. But yeah, I've got a bunch of kits that came, and I would love to build them in the future. If you want to, buy something off that wish list, I'll build it on stream. That's how that works. That's how it works. I also have a way you could buy something if you don't want to use Amazon. If you're like, I'd buy you something, Pat, but not from Amazon. Well, you could buy me a gift card from USA Gundam Store. You buy a gift card there, and then I get sent the you buy a gift card, and I send me the code, and then I buy something for you at the Gundam store. That's another way to do it if you're so inclined. Let's see. I have a Discord. Join my Discord. We will get building in just a moment. I got a couple links to share with you, and then we'll get back to building. And of course, as I said, this is all on YouTube. If you want to click on that after the fact, if you're watching it later on YouTube. And I have Pat Bear's Anime Club. As I said, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. If you want to watch some Valentine's-themed anime episodes, you can watch it there. And here's the next episode of Pat Bear's Anime Club. As you can see, it is indeed about anime. And it is about Valentine's Day themed episodes. And then I've got one last thing to share with you, and then we'll get back to building and put some decals on this kit, which is Baering the List. I ranked Pokemon, starter Pokemon, from all of the gens, all of the games, the starter Pokemon on Baering the List. Controversial. Some people unhappy with my choices. Some people fine with it. Some people haven't watched it, which is fine. But yes, I got some controversy there. So take a look. Let me know. Let me know how you're liking that series. I'm enjoying it. Chespin was robbed, I say. Look, I like what I like. It's not Chespin, I'll tell you that. No thanks. Sorry, Ultron. Alright, let's get back into it. Thank you for everybody for putting up with that. Me selling stuff. Anime. We're gonna put some stickers on here. We're gonna put a sticker on top and one on each of the wing parts here, because it's gonna go like this. They're gonna attach in somehow. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know how they attach. How they attach like this. They attach like this. There. Okay. Going like this. We gotta put some stickers on. So I only watch one show because I only have one Thursday anime show. Because I streamed last night. So I don't... The shows that I watched on Tuesday and Wednesday, I talked about yesterday. So I can only tell you about Infinite Dendrogram. Which is... I thought it was going to get wrapped up. The fight got wrapped up pretty early. I don't have a lot to say about it. It's not great. It's just fine. It got revealed that the person that put the bunny ears on him is actually like tapping him, and the person that came to his aid, it was like getting information out of him and was using him, and that's weird. And there's a whole plot, and I guess they're probably from a thing and whatever. The thing is that like they're just... So Infinite Dendrogram tries to have stakes by the fact that the NPCs can die, and if they die, they don't come back. And so the dude doesn't like that. And that's, like I said, it's kind of interesting. But it's not interesting enough, really, to keep my interest peaked. I want to like the show more than I do. There was one thing I thought was kind of fun. One of the reasons they were on this quest was the dude was trying to get a skill where he could ride a horse because he bought a horse, but he didn't have the skills to use it. But he took advantage of that by having the horse drag him on a shield as kind of like a chariot, and I thought that was like creative use. That was like, because the whole idea of Infinite Dendrogram is that you can do anything. It allows for a lot of possibilities. It's why a fantasy RPG, MMO, can also have mechs in it. So I thought was like kind of interesting. One thing I did think that was kind of fun about Infinite Dendrogram, another thing that was fun is like, so he came into this game with his brother, who was a guy who was dressed as a panda. It's basically Second Life, yeah. Who was dressed as he's dressed as a bear costume, and they alluded to him never taking the costume off because people would recognize him. And now we know that he was a martial artist and like a pretty popular martial artist. I don't know why the brother isn't involved in anything in this character's story, but now we know why he wears a costume in the game and it doesn't look like himself, is to hide his identity, because I guess he's a well-known martial artist or something. It's not the best explanation, but it is an explanation. So I was like, okay, I guess. Um, I just, I think it's just an okay show. It's not, there's nothing exciting about it. Uh, I'm not like, I'm like, oh, I can't wait for next week. Whereas like Bofuri, the other game, the other game-based anime, I am excited about next week because they're going to get into their, I like the new characters we introduced. I like the guild stuff that happened in yesterday's episode. Uh, I'm excited to see what the battles are, and I think it's their attempt to justify me caring about characters is by having them just like our main girl Maple just wants to have a good time and be nice and have fun and like do well. That's the take on it. That's like why things that don't really have stakes maybe have some stakes, is because like, well, Maple wants it to work out. I'm like, okay, I'll take that. But yeah, Infinite Dendrogram, as I said, if I had like a lot of shows to watch between Tuesday and Thursday, I would drop that in a heartbeat. And I'm only doing it really because like, well, I'm eating dinner on Thursday before the stream. Like, I can catch the episode without it being a problem. So I'll keep up on what's going on with that show. But I'm not like, I'm certainly not invested in it. Which is, maybe an argument for me dropping it. But I'm also, the thing is, I'm not going to drop Infinite Dendrogram because I am definitely dropping Orphan, because I'm just bored with it. I'm just totally bored with that show. I have no interest in watching it. So if that's the show that I'm bored of, then I can't really. I don't want to drop that because then I only have 2 anime shows to talk about, and then we end up running it tonight where I'm like, oh, I'm done talking about anime for the night because I don't have anything else to talk about. Which I don't like. I'll basically have some stuff to talk about on Monday because I don't expect on Saturday to talk about the shows that I watch over the weekend. So, but that's good because Monday is also light. Monday is generally light. Saturday is the day I have stuff to talk about. Because Monday is generally just, 3 shows. So I don't usually have a lot to chat about. That's basically it. Alright, so we've built these. And now we're going to put them on here, get our weapons ready to go. And heck yeah. Yeah. Our blaster's there. Of course, we do have our missiles that go in the front. In regards to the Pokemon stuff, I want to see more weird combinations for starters. Fire, electric. Yeah, Ultron. I think that like the evolutions of like Grass Ghost, right? Like that's interesting. I was really psyched about that. Doing Fire Psychic when you've done Fire Fighting so many generations in a row, and then doing Fire Dark. I was excited about that. I think that I think that there's a lot of places they can go with that. I like to see water mixed with some other stuff. Poison Ice, yeah. Like, I don't think you're going to see that in starters, really. Like, starters are still going to be water, grass, or like grass poison. I'd be fine with another grass poison. It's been a while since we had that. I could see those, like showing up in there. But yeah, let's have our water type be like I don't know. Let's do water ground. That's such a weird combination. Let's do another water ground type. All right, so we got to put stickers on here. We got one more set of decals to put on, and we got to do those. Okay. They're identical. You just got to go on the edge here. To the edge there. All right. And one more. Did they do that? Grass fire. It's just tumbleweed. No, I don't think they've done grass fire before. As far as I know. I like dark grass. Dark grass is always an odd combination that I've enjoyed. Or like water poison. There are plenty of, there have been a couple examples of that. But yeah, let's have a starter Pokemon that's a water poison type. Because there's a lot of poisonous fish out there. Of course, if they've done that in the game, but... Or like, Grass Fairy is a thing they like doing. Yeah, have your third evolution. I mean, we've done that, right? But like, do that with, do that with a Grass Fairy. Fire Fairy type? Sure, why not? Grass Dragon. My Pokemon Go Growlithe has an electric attack. Yeah. I like Lantern a lot because it's water electric, and that is rare to see. I like water electric Ultron. I think that is a fun combo. It could be really fun. All right. And cool. Okay, so we are build complete. I'm going to put our character in there, but we are basically build complete here. And you're like, Pat, but you got plenty of time left. What are you going to do? And don't worry, I have something to build. We got to take a photo of this, but I have something to build. And then I will show off. So this does have the rocket things here. You push these down, and then you just push. Let's see if I can get it set up without it shooting. You push this down in there, and then there's a spot here. You press and shoots them. And that's fun. That's fun. But we'll keep them in our bag. Always save one bag for extra pieces. Always try to save the pieces if I can. I always save one bag for extras because, a lot of times you're going to get extras, which is nice. Nice of them. Putting that in there, that in there, and then we will put Chaz in here. Is that his name? Snap. Why did I say Chaz? His name's Snap. Snap goes in here. Chaz. That's no name for a pilot. But Snap. Heck yeah. All right. This is a nice kit. I like this one. But yeah, we've got something else we can work on in a moment or two that I've been saving for a rainy day, and that's the rainy day. But first, I want to take a photo of this. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, we got a Yamcha vehicle to put together. Let me get my app and move my apps around. And there. We'll just tilt this a little bit. Booyah. Photos. Great. So, gotta put this. This is a really sturdy kit. I was happy to work on it. And now it goes in a box. Lantern says, play the soundboard. Indeed, Lord Crashington. Lord Crashington wants the soundboard. And we'll do... Yeehaw! Indeed, soundboard. Okay, so we did that. We've completed 2 kits today. One we started yesterday. When he said Yamcha vehicle for the first thing that popped in my head was him lining that crater. No, that's a Yamcha house, not a Yamcha vehicle. No, we're going to do the Mighty Mouse car. Let's find it. I got it in here. Yamcha's Mighty Mouse. This is a car. This is from the Dragon Ball series. So, this series We have one sticker. We got his license plate. So we will put that one on. So what this series is it's a bunch of miniatures, and each one came with, there are 7 vehicles, one for each Dragon Ball, and they were numbered. You can see this is the 5th vehicle, and each one came with a component or 2, which I've now assembled in this bag to build the bonus vehicle, which was the Bulma's Romantic Fighter plane. So the bonus vehicle is left for us to build. And I kept this here in case that we didn't take too long to build our stuff and we had some time in the stream. We could do this. So we're going to do it. I'll save the bonus one for the next build probably, unless we really bang through this. But I think this will just take us to the end of the stream. It's only 2 sheets. These are all small. The hardest part is always building the figures that go in there, because sometimes they're a little goofy, but it's not it's not a hard thing to do to put together. So we'll do that. That's our next project for the rest of the stream. A advertised Mighty Mouse build. I bought this myself, I think towards the end of last year, maybe, because I just wanted to finish these up, and I wanted to do the bonus. I will say this: I started this collection with the first one I built or bought, which unfortunately the boxes aren't all the same, because I bought a con exclusive one, which was clear plastic, or it had some metal in it, and some clear pieces, and that's a different box because it was a convention box, and I'm bummed about that, because now my boxes don't all line up, because they're supposed to look like graphic novel collections, as you can see there. And they make a art. The art still works, but all of them go together as you put them in order. I'll make a little video, a bonus video of all of these to show them all off. Next week, maybe next Monday, I'll make that. But next week, I'll put out a bonus video showing all these off, because I think it's kind of neat. I stopped doing closer look video stuff, but I can always do another one. All right, so put these together there. There. I like when manga had some kind of attention to detail. Oh, yes, right? Yeah, I mean, I just think it looks neat to kind of put them all together. Like I said, I'm annoyed that that I didn't know when I got it. I was just like, oh, it's a little Goku thing. Oh, and it's an exclusive version. That sounds fun. I'll pick that up, but I didn't know that I was setting myself up to not make it a matching set, but whatever. It's been a long process to build these, because I've been doing it slowly over time, so I'm excited to finally be completing them. I'm definitely going to build the Yamcha vehicle. I might wait on the Romantic Fighter, but I think at the very least I'll get this done in the next half hour. These builds don't take too long to do. As I said, the hardest part is sometimes just getting the parts of the figure to go together. Got Puar with his with her racing goggles, which is fun, and Yamcha driving. Yeah, but this is the Desert Wolf Yamcha. This is Yamcha as a villain. Wolf Fang Fist. Really strutting, stunting, pretty much having Goku dead to rights, but his character flaw was a big character flaw and really got in the way, in that he saw Bulma and just could not fucking deal. Just got tongue-tied, couldn't handle it, and then was determined to overcome that, and then that turned into a big crush, which meant that he couldn't do anything about it, and then he begrudgingly helped them, and then he respectfully helped them, And then he was part of the team. Also, check this shit out. This attention to detail is great. Small little kit. There's a whoops. Oh no, I'm dropping it. There's a booster seat. Uh, the seats you can see, or maybe in this side you can see. Yeah, there's a booster seat because obviously our cat friend, our flying cat friend, is small. So there's a booster seat, and that is adorable. That rules. Sorry. All right. I never knew this was called the Mighty Mouse, and I think that is a fun name for it until I, saw it. But yeah. I'm trying to. I might end up making my own. So I've been doing when I do ranking the Baering the List, the ranks. I've been using pre-made ones that people have put together themselves, and I'm thinking I might do my own and do like villains who became friends in Dragon Ball. I think that and like rank them. I think that would be like a fun one to do. Most people are like, rank the Saiyan combat, and I'm just like, or rank the Super Saiyan forms, and I'm just like, yeah, that's. I mean, I could do that. It just doesn't interest me. But if I'm like, who's the better a villain turned friend of the characters, then it's like, oh yeah, that's pretty fun. I'll go through all of it. I will have to give, it's not really a spoiler. I don't know. But I have to give consideration to, like, does it matter if they're ranked GT episodes? No, thank you. No, thank you. But yeah, I have to, like, think about, like, okay, well, what does being an ally mean? Is it they're a Z fighter? Is it the, like, Yamcha, like becoming, like, a best friend? Does Krillin as a rival in the Turtle Hermit school? No, I don't think Krillin counts, but like Piccolo obviously does. But does Frieza count? Because Frieza fought for their universe in Super. So does Frieza count? I think Frieza might count, but he's not. But definitely Frieza has made it very clear that this is not the same thing. This is a transactional thing. So that'll be interesting. But I think like I put Frieza in there, and the fact that Frieza is not coming around means that Frieza ranks lower than other characters would, who are. Oh, poor drives. Oh, that's the best. I didn't realize that. You could rank tournament fights. Yeah, I've been thinking about like doing arcs or whatever. I like the idea of doing something like, doing something kind of specific. And rank, I could rank the tournament fighters or the fights or like the finales of the tournaments. I could rank those. There's a few different things I could do, but I'm like trying to make sure that I also want to pick something that like maybe people will watch. I do think that Dragon Ball content people could enjoy that. So the one I picked next, my next one, I'm like I don't know if anyone cares about this, but I thought it was fun to do. Best comedy fights, yeah. Well, yeah, I could rank the funny fights. Best one. The best one is in Super. Hello, Dirty. Welcome. Here's some time for some Dragon Ball model kits, tiny little model kits. I am having trouble getting the steering wheel on here. All right, there it's on now. I was having trouble with that steering wheel. A14, A14, 13 and 14. Great. Got to put a shovel on here. Put a shovel and an axe. Important things. Yeah, the best comedy fight is Vegeta fighting Azrael in Super, because Vegeta realizes that he is fighting a cartoon character, and the realization that he can't fight normal against it. Just Vegeta just having this really like, oh no, I think I understand what's happening right now. This is a you were a gag character that with oh no, which is a very fun realization. Krillin versus the stinky guy. There. And 15. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Krillin has no nose. Didn't affect him because he didn't have a nose. All right, so this goes. Gotta put the very practical vehicle choices here. You know, the spare gas tank on the spare tire. The Mighty Mouse is a practical vehicle. It's pretty good accessories here. You know, it's a two-seater because they're just driving through the desert. Got their shovel and their axe. Like, this is a very practical thing. Also consider that this dude's little friend is a shapeshifter. But they still have a cool vehicle to get around in. That's the end of that. Yeah. Alright, so Puar. Just gotta. How does Puar sit? Puar sits in this. Oh, okay. So Puar sits. As I said, this thing is done, except I have to put together Yamcha. Luckily. So even though Puar has a booster seat, Puar is still standing up in order to drive, which is very fun. A very fun little kit. But yeah, we got to put together our boy here and his. It is the hardest part. Oh, and his missile, his rocket launcher. But yeah, putting together the minifigs on this kit were always the extra part. But I'm glad we got this done. I set this aside because I was just like, well, you know, I can always judge how much left is a model kit, but sometimes it's a little hard to judge how long it's going to take to do a Lego set, even though, like, you know, it's just the Lego pieces and you can kind of judge it. It is sometimes hard to really get an accurate count on how long a thing is going to take to do. So I'm glad that we let's see, 11. This is a 4, 7. Oh, we'll just deal with this in a second. So, all right, A8 and A4. Yeah, so sometimes it is a little tough to put these together when you and dropped it. There it goes. Yeah, it's kind of hard to judge it, so I had this ready just in case I had the time to do it, and luckily I did have the time to do it, so that's fun. All right, so this goes into A6, which is the seating there. We still got some time left in the stream. We're going to be finishing this up. If you have anything you want to chat about, anything you want to ask me about, as mentioned, last night we did a build stream. We're doing a build stream tonight. Saturday is not a build stream. The next build stream will be on Monday, but we will have content on Saturday for you. We will have a Saturday night starting what time did I say I was going to do that? I think 7:30 p.m. Eastern will be the pre-show. So we're going to do that. I think, yes. So starting at 7:30 on Saturday Eastern, I will be doing the Anime Awards watch along. So I'm inviting you to come hang out in the chat with me while I watch that. I'll watch it as long as the stream is going, and kind of give my thoughts as the awards are given out, and give my commentary as it happens. I'm reinstalling Star Trek Online because it's the 10th anniversary. Oh God, Ultron. Well, that makes me feel old. Uh, but also cool. I'm glad you're reinstalling it. I hope you have some fun with it. I hope that there's some cool events going on in there and people are real psyched about it. I always want people to have a good time with those things. So I hope it's totally worth it and rad. It's been around a while. Yeah. Jeff's lifetime sub paid off big time. Indeed. Indeed. It's finally his time to shine. So I gotta figure out how his hair goes in. Alright. Yamcha's got so much hair. Took me a second to figure out how it got attached. Alright, there we go. And we gotta put Yamcha's arms on. And then the hardest part sometimes, unfortunately, with these ones is getting the figure to sit in the vehicle. But this one seems pretty sturdy. It is, so far, the easiest one. I never uninstalled it from my Xbox. Heck yeah, dirty. Well, happy 10-year anniversary to you as well. I never played it. I like Star Trek a lot. I was just not interested in that MMO. I didn't have friends who were playing it, so. Wow, that was surprisingly easy. So there's Yamcha's mighty. You can see the photo here with obviously all its pain and glory. Someone put a lot of work into. You can see it's a fun little kit. A lot of good little details. I love the booster seat for Baer. I think that's rad. And then we will. I think Yajirobe has longer hair than Yamcha even in this era, because Yajirobe does keep it in a ponytail, surfing ninja, with the very good joke of Krillin. It's a very funny gag. But yeah, so we finished that, and now let's put up together the romantic fighter. Every kit came with one or two pieces, and the idea was you bought all of the kits, and each kit had the instructions in it of how to assemble that. So you can see it's like, oh, you add this from this thing, and you add that from that, and you add this from this one. We now have all the things, and we can do this bonus vehicle, which is rad. And it told you like where they came from, and so you knew to keep it. And the answer is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. No, it's probably Yajirobe. He's had a lot of hair. Yeah, so this is a pretty easy kit to put together because it is just like a piece from every kit. It came with a little thing. I think one kit came with two pieces, and the landing came with each, and one kit came with, like, oh, you got Master Roshi's kit, which means you have the pilot, you have the propellers, and this clear piece, gotta have that for this thing. It doesn't have a figure that goes with it, but it's kind of neat. Yeah, put those together. Gohan, yeah. Yes, Gohan in ape form. Sure. All right, and then there it is, friends. Look at that. This was the bonus. Like I said, it came in every A2 came with a piece or two pieces, and then that was the thing that like. Luckily, when I bought the first one, I didn't throw away the extra piece. I don't know why I would have, but I could have, And luckily, I didn't. And then, just like eventually, you end up with a little plane. And it's a tiny little plane. I love it. Even compared, like the plane next to that is just so tiny. I love it. We didn't put the license plate on. We have one last thing to do. Let's try to put this license plate on our, there. I think this is a regular sticker. Can't imagine it's a water transfer. If it's water transfer, I'm not going to do it because I don't have water for it. It's a transfer. No, it's a sticker. It's just a weird sticker. Okay, there it is. I thought it was like, oh, is this transfer? No, it was just a sticker that didn't want to come off. Now, I don't know why Yamcha has a proper license plate for his as a bandit, as a desert bandit, but he does. So we'll put that on there to be official. Have you assembled a core Gundam kit? No, Surfing Ninja. Also, hi, Surfing Ninja. I have not done the core. I've never done one of those. Those are the ones that you just like, you get the shape, then you can put a bunch of different kinds of accessories on there. I've never worked on that. I've seen them. They look neat, but yeah, it's never put those together. We often end up doing like iconic kits or like, like the main Gundam from a show. Is kind of the thing that interests folks generally. Or like the RE100 of a very weird, obscure kit. We got a lot of we took a lot of photos tonight, y'all. We got some backlog done. I'm glad I had this set aside because I wasn't ready to start the next kit. But yeah, on Monday we'll start our next build. And like I said, I'm probably going to do a video on these little figures. I'll put them all out and show them all off, and so they're all in one video. Because I don't know if, like I'm sure that there are people out there that have done a YouTube video of all of the Volume 1 through 7 and the bonus of the Mecha Collection for Dragon Ball. But we've done it. We've done all 7 of them. 1 for each ball. And then we've done the bonus. Collect them all. They came out a couple years ago. And like I said, it tells the story of all the kits, and you put all the boxes together, and we'll do that, I'm sure, in the future. I'm going to put these aside because we won't need them. Because our next stream... So, I'm going to wrap things up because we've built everything. We did it. We did all of it. We finished the kit that we started yesterday. We built completion 2 different kits. 3, really. We did a lot tonight. Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern is the pre-show before the 8 o'clock kickoff for the Anime Awards. I welcome you to come to that. It will be odd because it will be a watch-along. So, not suitable for mobile, but I'll say, like, hey, have it in a tab, and like have me in one tab and have that in another tab, or like in a window. And if you got dual monitors, hook it up. I'll be using a dual monitor because I'll have like footage in one and then, everything else in another. And I will, I endeavor Saturday, part of my Saturday is going to be putting together like, a list of like the categories and all that. I hope you have a great night. Thank you for hanging out with me here. And I hope to see you soon. I'm going to run an ad. You don't have to watch the ad, but if you can, that'd be great. And I'll see you in the next Build with Baer. Watch along. Bye-bye.